Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's had a great day. It has been a good day and a bad day. Oh, no, it hasn't. No, no, no. Let me stop that. Any day that I can wake up and get out of bed is a good day. There are some that are better than others, and some that you wish you could do over. But I'm thankful for each and every one of them. Today was um, a big day because we have here at the Red Brick House right now. The fact that we're sitting here at 10:30 at night and we have lights on in here. This is the first time I've been here this long at night. We just got finished doing our live stream, and everything worked. We have internet, we have electricity, we had our inspection for the framing, the electrical, and the plumbing inspection here. The electrical, shout out to Michael Anthony Fitness Reaction Electrician. It went perfect. Everything passed with flying colors on there. The framing, because this is an old house, there's a few other things that the um, building inspector wants us to take care of, which is a good thing. A lot of people are like, I hate the building inspectors. They're this, that, and the other. But I'm not mad at building inspectors. Building inspectors are here to make sure that the stuff that you do doesn't kill somebody. You know what I mean? If they let you half-ass build something, like let's say you do a deck and you put two bolts in it into the house, and somebody has a party with 25 people on there and it collapses and you end up hurting people. Yeah. They're trying to make sure that kind of thing doesn't happen. So I appreciate the building inspectors going through and spending the time that they do to do their job to make sure that that ain't going to happen. And since this house has been here for 200 years, 203, I want to make sure that this place lasts for another 200 years, maybe even longer. And so I'm a bit disappointed, not because we didn't pass. And that's the thing I'm trying to impress to my wife. Next week's a big week. We're going to the NFL draft. I got just finished having DMV and Game Time on. David Wiley will be there. We'll see Randy Seitz, and Primetime Phil's going to be flying out there. We'll see Jay Tuck, and we're going to be putting out a lot of content. And so this house has been paramount, something that I've been wanting to get done. And we have been working and busting our butts trying to get it done. I've been down here like 4 days a week working on it because I'm just trying to push on it. And I set a goal of being done for Memorial Weekend. And I'm very goal oriented. When I set my mind out to try and do something, I'm going to come hell or high water try and accomplish that. So the way I had it set up was if we passed those 3 inspections today, all in the first go round, then I would stay here over the weekend and try and get the insulation inspection done on Monday. And then that passes, then they could be hanging drywall in the 3 rooms and the bathrooms while I was gone to Kansas City. So the work would progress. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. And that's what I'm disappointed about, is that I really and truly wanted that to happen. But the reality is, we got the house in 2016. And in 2016, my eyes were wide open and not realizing all of the problems that we're going to take to get this done. And when I say all of the problems, there's a lot of problems. The zoning that we had to get changed for here because it was zoned for commercial use, in which case there was no ability to be able to put the parking in that you would need to make this a commercial space. And I didn't want this house. I didn't want this house that's a piece of history to be destroyed. If we turned it into a commercial space, an office for a doctor or an attorney or something like that, you're going to lose the character of this house. There were so many things, like there's the bathtub. And the bathtub, nobody's probably going to take a bath in it. But I wanted to keep it because anybody who lived at this house took a bath in that bathtub. And so it's important for me because when people like Lynn Fields, whose grandmother's house this was at one point, when she comes here and any of her relatives that lived in this house, I want them to be able to look at that bathtub and say, I took a bath in there. All of these things are part of the history of this house. This spot that I'm sitting in right now, this was a schoolhouse. Kids got their education in 1820 up here. In 1864 and 65, this was a hospital during the Civil War. People were worked on right here where I'm sitting right now. Probably some of my ancestors as slaves built these bricks. When this was built, there was only 21 states in the Union. All of this is our history. The good, the bad, and everything. And history is what makes us who we are. All of it. And that's the thing, as people go through and they try to sugarcoat history or change history or forget about history. You got to understand, the person that you are is because of the things you've experienced. This country, all of us, it's everything we've learned. And as I look at this and the task, because people tell me, you're crazy. You got so much. Why would you want to do that? It'd be easier to build a new house, bulldoze it over. It would be a lot simpler. Pour a new foundation and frame it up. Boom. You can frame that sucker up in no time. In fact, a couple of blocks from here, they just started building 3 duplexes, 2 levels, units. They started the framing like 3 weeks ago, and the roofs are already on them. Yeah. The amount of time that it's going to take to do this. Actually, let me show you something. Let me close up shop here. What I want you to understand is this house is becoming me. You see this window sash? This part is part of the original. This down in here are parts that I had to make to get it done. I've got to fix the window weight on the other side. It's off. And I got to get a new piece of glass up there, and replace that one. But I rebuilt that. And that window lock still locks. Okay? Let's grab my backpack. Oh, I need to put one more thing there. Oops. Let me not trip and hurt myself. Hold on. this place is becoming part of me. And I'm okay with that. Okay. Ceiling fans. Don't those look nice? It's so, the temperature in here feels so good. And boom, just like that, they're off. That's right. I'm in a 200-year-old house in the dark here. My knees are killing me, so that's why I'm kind of going down the steps sideways. I think I've left some of my knees on these floors in here. But I want to show you something that this is the brickwork, the walls. Underneath all of these walls are bricks that go up. And when you look at that, that looks kind of rough. I know the lighting's not real good. This today, right here, looked like that. 3 hours ago, I put on the first coat of plaster. Lime plaster, the way they would have done it thousands of years ago. You go to the Parthenon and the Acropolis, this is how they did it. This is lime plaster with horsehair. Horsehair. Literally put horsehair in it and plastered it up. You may look at it and say, that's a shithole. Not to me. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing. These floors, antique heart pine, cut 200 years ago, still here. Let's see if the floors you get at Home Depot last that long. These old studs, hard as a rock, still standing, with all the work that we've put into this together. I am so proud of my wonderful wife that I have and my kids. Now look at all this wire. Look at this. You see all this? My son, taught him how to do this. All this wiring in here. My beautiful bride. She wants to have these bricks exposed here in the kitchen. Look at that. My buddy Jet, in helping us block all the walls in places, and the framing and all. And look at this. Boom. My son. My wife going through, cleaning up this old cabinet. The locks kind of worked. They kind of get stuck. This old baker's cabinet that was here, the old bathtub. When I'm gone, and I'm like in a cemetery, not that one probably. I don't think anybody else gets buried over there. But when I'm gone, in a urn or in the cemetery, this place will still be here. And this, as I have to say about Shannon Sharp, who once said, every day you're writing your eulogy. And this will be my legacy. Remember, good people, tell the people you love them. Because you might not get the chance again. And I love you guys. Need my coffee cup so I can fill it up in the morning. I love you guys. And God willing, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.